Hi everyone, my name is KiraB. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I achieved this holiday festive reindeer makeup look. I'm just having a little fun there. Make sure you follow me on TikTok and Instagram. It is at KiraBIsMe. So first I'm going to prime my lips and my face. I'm using Carmex. It's the only chapstick I use. I love it so much. Next I'm going to go ahead and wipe my face with this micellar water. I'm just going to wipe away any excess dirt and tone my face to prep my face for makeup. I always drag it down my neck. I know that might be weird, but it's just something I do. Next, I'm going to go ahead and moisturize my face. I'm using the Fenty Skin Hydra Visor moisturizer. Now I'm going to take this Wet n Wild pencil. It's just a black pencil. And I'm going to go ahead and line the tail of my eyebrows with the black pencil. In hindsight, I don't think it made much of a difference. I mostly just do these editorial looks, freestyling from my imagination. So we're just rolling with it right now. You're gonna see me go ahead and adjust my hair clips just to get my hair out the way. As I was doing my eyebrows, hair just kept getting in my way. And I actually got those clips from Amazon. I'll link those down below if you want to check those out. Next, I'm using the Fenty Beauty Brow Wiz to do the, and I just thought I was gonna say it right. I always say Brow Wiz. It's the Brow MVP. Brow Wiz is Anastasia. I'm just gonna go ahead and line the inner part of my eyebrow. And I do use the color Soft Brown. This is the color I use every day with my makeup. And I will be doing an everyday makeup routine or tutorial on my channel very soon. So make sure you're subscribed and turn on your notification bell so you can be notified when that comes up. Now I'm taking this LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Warm Honey, and I'm just going to shape my brows. I'm using this brush that I just got from this 18-piece makeup brush set that I got on Black Friday. If you saw my only eating red and green things for 48 hours video, I did a mini Black Friday haul, and this makeup brush set was in that haul. Like I said, it's 18 pieces and I've been loving that brush set. It is from Amazon, and I will link it down below in the description box if it's something that you want to check out. And while we're on the topic, make sure you go ahead and check out my other Vlogmas videos. I do have a playlist on my channel for that. Though I haven't kept up with all 24 days, I'm still new at this YouTube thing and I'm still learning. I also want to make sure that my content is as quality as possible, and I just wanted to start to focus on the actual content of my channel instead of Vlogmas. It was fun, but it's not exactly what my channel is about. So yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and prime my face. I'm using this Tatcha Cosmetics Silk Canvas Primer. And I'm just finding out that they actually have a liquid version of this. And I know I'm so late on that, but let me know in the comments below if you've tried it and you liked it, or if you've tried both of them, which one you like better. So I'm just going to go ahead and dot that over my face. And now I'm going to take this Coral Organics Noni Glow Face Oil and dot that into my face as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and pat that into my skin just to create a nice silky canvas for my makeup. I'm going to go ahead and use this Maybelline foundation, and this is in the color 355 Coconut. And I like to dot it on my face first. I think when you put foundation on your face first, it helps blend better and works into your skin better, just because it's being warmed up from the heat from your body. And I'm using this Real Techniques brush to go ahead and blend it in. I actually don't wear foundation often anymore. So I only have this Maybelline foundation. But stay tuned if you want to see me experiment with more foundations. I definitely used to wear foundations in the past, but I don't any longer. And in my everyday makeup routine, it's a no foundation routine. So like I said, stay tuned for that. Now I'm using this Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, and I believe that is in the color Caramel. It is. I just double checked. Comment below, is it caramel or caramel? I usually say caramel. I don't know why I just said caramel there. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use the Warm Honey Pro Concealer. It's the same concealer that I use to shape my brows. I'm gonna put that on my chin, my forehead, and my nose. Also, I do add it to my eyelids as well as a primer. Now I'm taking this Fenty Beauty matchstick, and this is in the color Espresso. This is my contour shade, and I'm going to go ahead and put it on the bottom of my cheekbones. I'm sorry, in that contour area. I don't know what to call it. And I'm just going to curve it up a little bit just because I'm doing more of an editorial look. I kind of want to make sure that there is a clear demarcation there, or dark contour. You'll see, or you've already seen the finished look. And then I'm gonna do the contour on my nose. I did my nose contour like I do every day. I wish I actually would have brought it down the rest of my nose and made it wider. I think that would have been better for this look. And I also put contour on the side of my eyes just to give it more of a cut crease. I'm going to go ahead and blend that in with a Real Technique brush. And that brush has a name. And apparently it's the 206 brush by Real Techniques, and it's called the Contour Brush. Which I know sounds obvious, but I don't always use the brushes for what they're used for. So I just wanted to double check. And now I'm just going to go ahead and blend that all in with a damp beauty blender. And I'm going to go ahead and set that with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Next, I'm going to take the LA Girl Pro Concealer, and this is in the color Fawn. And I'm just going to go ahead and conceal the bottom half of my face. And you see that I drew a sharp line from the corner of my mouth to the ears and then brought it down. That's to create a sharper contour. And of course, I'm going to blend that with a damp beauty blender. And to set that concealer, I'm going to use the Sacha Cosmetics Buttercup Setting Powder. Now I'm going to take this 205 square foundation brush, and I'm going to dip it into my Laura Mercier setting powder. And I'm going to go ahead and line right where the contour ends and the concealer starts, just to give it a sharper contour. And I tried to do it around where I contoured on the upper part of my face, just because I wanted to create a rounder shape for this look around the apples of my cheeks. Now I'm using the Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer, and it's just called the Amplifying Eye Primer. And I got this in a set with, I believe, an eyeliner. I don't usually use eye primers, I usually use concealers, but just with me doing more editorial looks, I may want to try some more out. So if you have any suggestions for eye primers, let me know in the comments. And I'm just going to go ahead and pack that in with my ring finger. Now I'm packing the color Canvas onto my eyelids. And this is from the James Charles Morphe palette. Now I'm going in with the shade DJ, and this is from the About Last Night Morphe palette. And as you can see, that's the palette that is currently in my hand. And I'm just going to pack that all over the lid on both eyes. Now I'm taking this Tarte Shape concealer, and this is in the color Warm Sand. Oh, I'm sorry, Tan Sand. I don't know where I got Warm Sand from. Probably because I use Warm Honey so much. And I'm going to put that on my eyelids just to prep my eye for the next shadow. And now I'm going to use this 207 detailer brush just to go ahead and spread that around the eyelid. And that is a Real Technique brush as well. Now I'm going to go in with my next shade, and I'm actually going to use the shade T in the James Charles palette, and I'm using one of the brushes from my new makeup brush set, and that makeup brush set is actually from BS Mall. So I'm actually just checking the shades because they look so similar, T and DJ. And so I'm gonna go ahead and try to correct that. If you can see, that's me blending it all the way up, and I'm just so confused. I'm like double checking just to make sure, because when I put them next to each other, they don't look like the same colors. So I go ahead and attempt to prep the 207 brush with the Fenty What It Do spray, but then I decide to go back in with Canvas from that James Charles palette to go over those shadows that look the same. Now I'm using that 207 brush that I just sprayed, and I am using the color Wig from the James Charles palette, and I'm going to pack that all over the top of Canvas. You can see I apparently took the color T from the James Charles palette. I know that just because that's from me bending down, just to go ahead and further blend my crease. But I guess I could have taken the shade DJ, which I just did. I was just thinking that, and then I did it on camera, because they're literally the same color apparently. Now I'm taking the black shade from the James Charles palette, and that's called Spooky, and I'm using that to line my eyes. I'm not going to use liner in this video. And you guys, I just wanted to mention, I'm sorry about the sound quality. I'm playing with my mic. I am still learning. I felt like a couple clips ago was really loud, so sorry for yelling at you guys. I'm not mad, promise. I'm gonna take this brush and just go ahead and blend out the black shade that I just used as a liner. And now I'm doing a bit more blending with T/DJ, and even more blending of that black liner, which is Spooky eyeshadow liner. And now I am going back over the lid with the color Wig. And now I'm just showing you the finished eye look. There it is. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my beauty blender and press in that Laura Mercier setting powder that I had on my face. Now I'm going to go ahead and line my waterline with this NYX eyeliner, and this is in the color white. And I'm going to make sure just to bring it down a little bit below my waterline because I want to make sure you see it. I just started wearing white eyeliner. If you saw my shopping with me video on my channel, I picked this up at Ulta when I did a whole day of makeup shopping. And this isn't my first time using it, but I mainly got it for editorial looks. Do you guys use white eyeliner, and do you use it for everyday use, or do you use it just for editorials? Let me know below. Now I'm taking this Anastasia Dip Brow pomade, and I'm going to take a bobby pin, and I'm going to dip that in the pomade. And this is a trick that I learned years ago. I'm not sure exactly where I got it from, but this is ultimately how I'm going to create the freckled look. And apparently I hadn't realized that I didn't blend in the setting powder that was on my nose just yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Be helpful since I'm about to apply freckles all over my nose. And I'm going to go ahead and contour with the shade. I'm not sure what shade I use, Benny or DJ, but I'm contouring my nose with that shade. Just the upper part of the nose, though. I'm sorry, I just said Benny or DJ. I meant to say T or DJ. And now I'm going to go ahead and go in with the bobby pin and pomade. I'm starting in the middle of my nose. For freckles, you want to start in the center of your nose, at the center of your face, and do them pretty close together. And then as you go towards the outer part of your face, you can spread them out a bit more. That's closer to what real freckles look like. So yeah, it looks more natural. Even though this freckle look I usually try on myself to look like natural freckles, not like reindeer type freckles. So I guess if you're doing editorial, you can do it whichever way you think is best. And what you just saw me do there is I took the Fenty Beauty What It Do spray and I sprayed it in the pomade just because it wasn't really giving the payoff that I wanted. But this is pretty old pomade. I don't really use pomade on my brows anymore, so I just had it in my makeup stash. Now I'm using this MAC in Extreme Dimension 3D Black Lash Mascara, and I actually never use other mascara. I actually got this in a sample from some sort of purchase, whatever. But I didn't really like the way it was showing up on my bottom lash, so I used my go-to, which is the L'Oreal Telescopic Carbon Black Mascara. And now for some fun stuff. So I'm using the black liner from Wet n Wild that you saw me use earlier in the video. And here I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing. I'm supposed to be doing like whiskers and just creating that contour or that line from the nose to the mouth. I don't know. And then I'm lining my top lip with black liner, and then I'm going to go ahead and fill that in. And for whatever reason, that liner would not sharpen properly, so I used this NARS eyeliner to try to put some freckles on, or like where the whiskers come from. And I think this kind of made me look more like a bear than a reindeer. But yeah. And now I'm gonna use this lip gloss. It's Ruby Woo lip gloss, believe it or not, by MAC. And I'm just gonna put that on my bottom lip. And I'm gonna go ahead and blend out the rest of my face where I put that line of demarcation from the contour and the highlight, or the concealer rather. And I am actually just contouring with DJ from this palette just because I wanted it to look more editorial and a deeper contour. Now I'm using this Real Technique brush. It is a buffing brush and it's in the number 204, and I'm using Raisin by MAC. And I'm just putting that on the apples of my cheek and around my nose. Now I'm using the Wet n Wild pencil again, and I am trying to create a nose shape. I actually regret doing it this way just because I made it look more like a human nose than like Rudolph's nose. I feel like Rudolph's nose was round and I could have attempted to do that more. I think I just seen way too many skeleton tutorials on YouTube, or Instagram rather. And now I'm going to take the color You're Kidding from the James Charles palette. I'm going to pack that in to where I outline the nose. And this is because I'm transforming myself into Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I'm taking the highlighter Gold Deposit by MAC, and I'm spraying my face with the What It Do spray from Fenty. This is how I like to set up my highlighter. And I'm gonna go ahead and put that on the apple of my cheeks and my forehead and my chin, possibly under my brow. I'm not sure. Yep, there it is. I just didn't want to say it if I didn't do it, but I know myself too well. I know how I do my makeup. And on my chin. I don't know if I said forehead and chin already. Now I'm just going to go ahead and take down my hair clips and brush down my hair. And then I'm going to go back in with a brush I used to put the red on my nose and just kind of blend out the outline just to try to make it more round. And there you have it, the finished festive holiday reindeer tutorial. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you being here. And if you'd like this video, please like the video and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and put on your notification bell. This channel will be more lifestyle type videos, makeup, hair, fashion, and a little chit chat as well. So please subscribe. Bye.